Welcome back to the Dark Cosmic Universe. My name is Avian Savage. Welcome me back, all my cosmic followers here. If you're new to my channel, we talk about action figures. We talk about playsets. We talk about vehicles. We talk about Pokemon cards, when available, of course. And we talk about other cool collectibles. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Become part of the Dark Cosmic Universe. It's cool bragging rights in any part of the Dark Cosmic Universe that you are from. If you're new to the channel, check out the links in the description. I have an eBay store where I sell vintage and retro t-shirts. I also sell paperbacks as well. Speaking, what do I do when I get that, when that money finally happens and I make a sale? I bring it back here to the Dark Cosmic Universe so I can review stuff here on YouTube. And speaking of that, wicked awesome sales the last couple days. Sold like 15 books, paperbacks, which were really awesome. Sold a couple of shirts, so you know what I'm going to be doing. Recycling that money, bringing it back here to the Dark Cosmic Universe. If you are subscribed to the channel, please activate that bell icon so you get notified when I upload a video or something on the YouTube Shorts, which always helps. Leaving comments definitely helps the channel. This always helps the channel. Thank you guys so much for all that you do. All right, with no further ado, we're going to be talking about the Kryptonium Matrix Regeneration suit. If you were a kid of the 90s and you heard that Superman died, put that in air quotes, that just shook up the whole entire comic book world all in once. People started caring about Superman and super villains and superheroes that wound up just not doing so well, and they got hurt or they got killed, with that in air quotes. But thank goodness that DC had a plan to bring Superman back. But in the meantime, there were the pretenders. There was the Cyborg Superman. There was Superboy. There was the Eradicator. There was Steel himself. Were they good enough to be Superman? Of course not. But good old Supes, that's right, the Boy Scout himself did return, which is really, really awesome. Anyway, we're going to be talking about today the Mcfarlene Superman figure here, which I did get. Totally appreciate the boys and girls over at the Toy Vault. Let's take a look and see how tall this guy is. So he is just a little bit over 5 inches tall. And I know what you're saying, but Avian, you're the one who says you talk about you only collect in that 1/18 scale. That is true. I do collect 1/18 scale figures. However, yours truly, back in the 90s, when they released these figures, talking about Superboy, talking about Steel, he wasn't released till Toy Fair. The line got a little bit bigger, scale-wise, and I had to have the Eradicator because he was like one of my favorite figures. All right, so before we get into the toy review, let's check out the card art like we always do. Here it is. Very cool. Again, it's another one of these awesome Mcfarlane Superpowers line. Now, this is a little bit different than the originals from the 80s or late 80s. I know where you're going with that. But you know what? I'm really glad that they're doing this. However, this will be the last year, as far as I know, that Todd McFarlane will have the Superpowers line. I hope it continues in some shape or form because they've actually made some pretty cool figures as of late, that were, worthy of being in the collection over here. As you can tell, here are some of the figures. These do not include the 3-packs that were out and also the other exclusives. But if you want to know a little bit about Superman and the suit, we've got a little bio card over here that just talks very, very short about the Superman, the death and reign of Superman. Actually, the death of Superman and then the reign of the Superman. But if you want to know more, definitely check out the collections that they have with the death of Superman. Again, you can get them like in trade paperback form. Not really a lot of money, which is really good. So if you're a casual comic book fan, a casual superhero book fan, you want to read about it, definitely. Again, it is a page turner for everyone to check out. I mean, I had to follow it over the course of, I think it was like a year and a half or something like that. But again, it brought me to the comic book store. It made me want to buy the comic books and find out. Now, of course, I was hoping that this guy over here would be Superman. I love the suit, love the shades. It was a little bit different, but eventually Superman did come back looking like that, which is really cool. So really quick, so Mcfarlane figure, Mcfarlane figure, Mcfarlane, Mcfarlane, and another Mcfarlane figure. We've got a Kenner figure, Kenner figure, Kenner figure. I'm not sure if these are Hasbro or Mattel. We'll put that in air quotes. That's also a Kenner figure back here. We've got Brainiac. Had to have Brainiac in here. All right. So before we check the Superman suit out here, so here is your classic Superman look. This is the classic Superman Superpowers line figure, which was done by good old Mcfarlane. Now I want you to take notice of the hands. Notice that the hands are closed-fisted. So, which was one thing that Mcfarlane wound up doing with most of the figures. He kind of retooled, not retooled, but repackaged most of them. So there's the S on the Superman cake. Now there's a little bit something different. Now again, this is your classic Superman with the blue, the blue and the red. Of course, you had the red trunks too. Not a fan of the red trunks, but that's my thought. Now we do have a Superman movie coming out this year, this summer, and I've already seen some of the figures that are going to be released. I was kind of hoping that, well, again, Mcfarlane does the 3-packs, which are based probably on the movie. And, we're going to get a Green Lantern. We're going to get the Mr. Terrific. We're going to get a Superman figure. I'm like, I don't know. Now, Spin Masters did say that they would be releasing some figures. I'm hoping, and again, I do not know for 100%, that they're going to be based off of the Kenner line, which I'm hoping, and that maybe we get a Cyborg Superman figure that will be in scale with these. Who knows? All right, let's take a look at the Superman figure here. Now, the reason why I had mentioned that, and I didn't even notice it myself. So here's the figure. Looks really cool. Again, it's got the silver House of L icon on there. We've got the, I guess they're like silver, I can't say bracelets, but they're gauntlets. I don't know. But now, take a look, which I was surprised that we have on here. Superman has an open hand here. Now, in the comic book, don't want to spoil it, Superman did not have his powers back yet. So he needed some flight suits. He needed the flight suit, of course. He had to get some jetpacks to put on him. And then he also came in with a weapon to go against the Cyborg Superman. And again, that was the whole Engine City thing. But yeah, this looks pretty good. I know that Kenner did do a line with the black suit Superman, but I don't think not to this extent. And of course, this is when Superman decided to go with the semi-mullet. Let's see if we get a close-up over here anytime. There we go. So we've got business in the front, party in the back. So Superman started growing his hair long. That was kind of that whole trendy thing that was going on at the 90s. We had that big hair bands going on. Can we get a trying to get a focus? There we go. That was a big the big thing with the mullets. I don't know, maybe yours truly had one. You'll have to look into my past history there. All right, let's go to ground level over here. Let's take a look at some of these figures. And again, I think they look really cool. Are these the definitive figures currently? Again, they probably can be purchased for a decent price. The only one that I'm going to warn you about, the Cyborg Superman from, I'm not sure if this was DC or Hasbro. Again, don't remember it, but I wound up finding it. I was like, yeah, I got to get this one. This one's going for an astronomical amount of money here. The Brainiac one, probably you can find it for a decent price. I was able to get the Brainiac figure over here. Again, that was like, came from China, and then got the cape from Cape Masters. Kind of, like I said, semi-affordable. My friend over here, I don't think you are in that affordable range, but might be. Name just totally eluded me. Leave it in the comments, please. Again, it's been a rough day today. But, you know, the Superboy, the Eradicator figure, steel, probably a decent, you can probably still find these like on eBay for a decent amount of money. But, you know, again, if you're looking for this particular scale, and I hope Spin Masters, again, I have not found out definitively, but, you know, I'm hoping that Spin Masters does do a Superman line that is close to this. I mean, they did the Batman Returns, Batman Forever line, I think that's what it was, the one with Val Kilmer and Chris O'Donnell. They were able to do the 4 sets, you know, with the 4 set of figures. We had Batman, Robin, we had Riddler, and Two-Face, and I did those. I did a review on those few months back, or a couple months back. Again, check out the playlist if you're looking for definitely DC. I'll put this definitely in the DC playlist here, so you guys can check out that. Yeah, definitely check out the playlist because I have things kind of grouped to where they should be. Again, you know, not definitive, like saying, oh, this is Superman, and this, you know, that's way too much. So again, if you're just looking for DC stuff, definitely check it out. If you're looking for Marvel stuff, definitely check that out. Speaking, we do have some more Marvel stuff coming in, which is awesome. I got a little package today. I got a couple of packages today, and there's one of them I'm not sure why I got because I never ordered it. But we do have some stuff coming for the upcoming videos here. So just to give you a kind of a sneak peek of what is coming, because this is the end of the video, we'll just take a look real quick. All right. Very, very cool. That's all I'm going to say. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, yes, yes. And then, so that would be from Super 7. And this over here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yep. That's all I'm going to say. It's all I'm going to say. It's all I'm going to show you. But again, not that I'm trying to tease you, but, you know, hey, more videos definitely on the way. We have definitely some more surprises coming up. It'll be coming soon. You'll see the ultimate surprise when it happens. So please stay tuned in here, so to speak. Anyway, so checked out the Superman figure from the Mcfarlane Superpowers line. Thought it was pretty decent. Again, not bad. And like I said, I'm really glad that my good old friends over at the Toy Vault, give you guys a plug over here, I was able to give them a call, and I wound up making a special trip. It's not really close to me, but again, if you guys are looking for anything, go check them out. Check out the Toy Vault. This is their little promo card here that they gave me. Give them a call. There are numbers. Again, you can pause the video, and you can call to see if, I'm not sure which stores are still open, but I'm pretty sure the 4 stores are still open. So again, go online, Google the Toy Vault, and hopefully you'll be able to find them. And I don't know, talk with them. They might be able to do mail order. Who knows? Anyway, so did pick up the, again, said, got the Mcfarlane figure. So thank you guys from the Toy Vault again for having that on the shelves. Kind of cool to actually have a toy store to go to instead of trying to rely on Walmart and, you know, or going online. Maybe big bad toy stores or eBay. Those are other ideas for you guys. Again, a lot of the older figures, you might want to be looking around on eBay. So check those out. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for checking out the videos. Thank you guys for getting us, yes, all of us, to that 1,500 subscriber mark. Thank you very much again. I am very honored, and it's good to be back again doing more videos on here. That's it. That's the end of the video. Thank you guys again. Saying hello to my cosmic family out there. If you are subscribed to the Dark Cosmic Universe at this channel, you definitely become part of the Dark Cosmic family. You guys get to choose what you want to be. put dark or whatever, you know, I don't know. You know, maybe you like horses. You're like a dark horseman. I don't know. But anyway, who are my dark cosmic family? They are my cosmic cosmonauts, my cosmic comrades, my insane toy collectors, my dark cosmic Pokemon collectors. When the I can say it, when the cards are available. What do I say from one side of the galaxy to the other? One more time here. I'll say it loud and proud, my friends. From one side of the galaxy to the other, and somewhere in between, there is the dark cosmic universe. Yeah, I'm not going to do a retake on this because you know what? It just wouldn't feel natural when I talk like this. But anyway, thank you guys for checking out the channels. Thank you guys for checking out the playlists. The link's in the description, which I so appreciate that. Definitely helps support the channel. Just being part of here, the dark cosmic universe. Again, so appreciate that so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are cosmically insane there. Everyone out there. Totally appreciate you guys. Each and every one of you who watches these videos, shares the videos, remixes them, and you do your online magic, you know, sending links from my videos to your friends for their phones. That's pretty awesome. Thank you again. Anyway, that's it. The end of the video. Like as I said, stay cosmically insane, my friends. Keep collecting all those action figures. Keep coming back here to the dark cosmic universe here on the Atubosphere. We will definitely see you cosmically soon. Take care and be cosmically insane, my friends.